What is going on, guys? EK1 Gaming here, and welcome back to another Division 2 build video. Today, I'm going to be showcasing the build I am using right now for Escalation, and this easily breezes kind of through level 5 to 7. I haven't really pushed it much further than that, but until I get prototype gear, it's absolutely doing fantastic in those higher tier escalations. Now, this is not fully maxed out. My expertise level is not level 30. It is literally a build that people can put together quite quick and pretty easy. If you do enjoy today's video, be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, help us get to that 30k this year, and well, enjoy today's video. So for this build, I am using the specialization gunner. And of course, all you're going to want really from here is the 15% increased assault rifle damage. And then of course, you can go ahead and follow this here. So armor kits, repair 100% armor, every third reload is faster, all that stuff there. Basically just freeze this here and copy this tree. Now, going into the gear itself, we have got 4 pieces of striker, and make sure they are these 4 pieces as well. So on the mask, it's of course a striker mask with weapon damage and crit chance, and I have rolled a crit chance mod on there as well. These are mainly level 10 on the expertise. They're not like maxed out level 30s or anything like that. So pretty much everyone can do this because it's pretty easy to get striker gear. Now, 2 pieces of striker gives us weapon handling, 3 pieces rate of fire, and 4 pieces is what we're aiming for, and that basically gives us stack. So weapon hits increase total weapon damage by 0.65%, stacking up to 100 times. So basically, that's why we're using striker. We're going to be stacking damage there. Now, for the holster as well, I've gone weapon damage and crit damage. This is level 10 as well on the expertise. The knee pads, again, striker, weapon damage, and crit damage. Of course, I haven't optimized it maximum there, but it is level 10 on the expertise as well. Now, the backpack is something that you need because basically what this is going to do is going to give us an extra perk. So as well as having the striker's gamble here, the backpack also gives you risk management. So it increases total weapon damage gained per stack of striker's gamble from 0.65% to 0.90. So this stat here basically goes up to 0.90%. Which just gives us that extra damage. Now I've gone weapon damage, crit chance, and a crit chance mod. You will see the pattern here. We're going crit chance and crit damage. And of course, we want 60% crit chance and as much crit damage as we can get with that as well. Now for the chest piece, I am using the Equalizer chest piece. This is a unit alloys chest piece. Pretty easy to get as well. It gives us rate of fire for having 1 piece equipped. But I'm going weapon damage, crit chance, and then, of course, a crit damage mod on there. And the reason we use this chest piece is perfect obliterate. So critical hits increase total weapon damage by 1% for 10 seconds. And this stacks up to 24 times. So basically, we're stacking damage with the crits. We're going to have max crit chance on there, 60%. We're stacking them here. And also, we're stacking it with the striker gear set as well. So we're basically just stacking up as much damage as possible. And of course, this is 10 expertise as well. Now for the gloves, we have gone for the exotic overdogs. Now weapon damage, crit chance, and crit damage. Again, this is level 10 expertise. And basically what this does is weakest link is the talent. It amplifies weapon damage by 30% to the lowest ranking enemies currently in combat, as per the tier hierarchy. Now you read this and you will be a bit like, what the hell do I do? Just put them on and use them as normal. I don't specifically target any kind of NPCs or anything with this. I just use them as I normally would. But basically the tiers are right here. I'm not going to go through the tiers, but you get basically 30% weapon damage to the lowest ranking enemy that's there. So go ahead and read through that. I won't read through it and bore you, but don't worry about having to proc certain things with it. Literally just stick them on, use your weapons and stuff as normal, and you'll get a buff in that damage as well. Now, for the main weapon, now this is more for those escalations and stuff like that. I'm using the St. Elmo's engine. This is an exotic assault rifle. Now, this has got assault rifle damage, health damage, and reload speed. Not even great. That is not even a great roll. You would want something like, instead of reload speed, I'd probably go for something like damage to armor, damage to target out of cover, crit damage, something along those lines there. So I'm going to have to re-roll or recalibrate this once I get enough materials to do so. But basically what this does is actum est. So shooting an enemy with this weapon will give 1 stack. At 100 stacks, the next magazine will be 100% filled with shock ammo. Now this is perfect for those escalations, especially the higher levels, just to freeze those enemies in their tracks. So just like burst across a few enemies, make sure they're shocked, and then your teammates or you can go ahead and shoot them and finish them off. So it's pretty good to have this on just for those escalations. Generally though, I normally just run a Lexington. Again, weapon damage as the expertise here. I've got this at level 9 and also got the Almos at level 9 on expertise. Which gives me an extra 9% weapon damage. But on this, I've got assault rifle damage, health damage, damage to target out of cover. So it's pretty good roll there. Not a bad roll at all. But go ahead and use whatever you really feel comfortable with. Make sure, of course, it's like an AR or something. That's what pretty much his build revolves around, using an AR as well. So go ahead, Almos for the escalations. And then I use Lexington as well. But you can swap that out for anything you want. Say if you get like a prototype piece of gear and you want to whack a marksman rifle on for some reason, you can go ahead and do so as well. Now, for the skills, I use the Smart Cover skill, which is from the Brooklyn Season Pass, or Brooklyn DLC, should I say. And I use the Precision one. The reason I use Precision one is, of course, it's going to give us weapon handling, damage to target out of covers, health, etc. So it's basically just upping that damage. Now, if I'm sometimes in a team or I'm on my own, I will switch to Fortified, which gives us bonus armor. It basically starts to kind of heal you a little bit while you're in your smart cover, and it doesn't affect you if you get hit by a mortar or something. It doesn't knock you out, basically. It doesn't stagger you. So that's basically how I run it. I run Precision most of the time. And then, of course, I run the Reviver Hive just to get me back up if I do get dropped, because this is a DPS all red build. So you are, as you can see, it's all red here. You are going to take a lot of damage. You're not going to have a lot of armor unless you're sort of, you know, tier 30 on their expertise. But just general players, normal players who haven't got to that level yet and not going to have a lot of armor. So be careful, make sure you're in cover and make sure you're utilizing all of your skills as well. Now, in terms of the modifiers for this season, I'm going to change them up, but this is what I'm using now, and this is the footage that you're seeing. I've gone for the optimized overload only because I'm leveling up that journey. But generally what I would use here would be the pulse. I would use the Blackout Pulse or the Cloud Armor. Just depends what people are running in the team. Cloud Armor is very good to give yourself some armor and your teammates some armor as well. But Blackout Pulses just gets rid of those enemy skills, you know, those annoying gadgets that they keep throwing out, or the turrets. But you do have to be quite close. But I generally use one of those two normally, and then I'm just leveling this one up right now, so that's why it's equipped. So number 1, and make sure you have these in the correct slot. So number 1, I've got Convert to Offense. Offense stacks no longer affect weapon handling. Instead, they increase magazine size. So I've got my magazine up to around 100 on my St. Almos because I want to smash through as many bullets as I can to do more damage. You can change these if you want, but this is how I like to have them. Compress is the second one. It decreases offense stacks by 10, but each offense stack is 50% more potent when calculating affected stats. So that's good on that one. And then nullify, so reverse any value changes that have been applied to the lowest module stack. So basically it just reverses it. And as you can see here, I've got 30 offense, 20 defense, 20 utility. And if we look at that Almo again, you can see 101 mag there. And the Lexington has a 72 mag, which is absolutely fantastic as well. So looking at the stats, you want to get crit chance to 60%. I'm literally just need to optimize one more little piece and I'll be at 60% there. And then get your crit damage as high as possible. The rest of it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to lie, it doesn't really matter. Let's just check out the other weapon as well. So the Lexington, again, 59.5 and a little bit less crit damage. But yeah, go ahead and utilize as much as you can crit chance and crit damage. And that's it for today's build video. If you do find this build video helpful, be sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button for more Division 2 content. Don't forget, share this video with your friends. Have an amazing week, and I will see you in the next video.